Hey, Sheriff. Sheriff! Sheriff! Sergeant! Sergeant! Hey, did they, can you tell me if I'm on your computer, if I've been excluded? I'm just asking for proof. There's a process to it. I've been to court. I'm pretty up on it. I've got a lawyer and all that. So if you can tell me that, I will not get on that fucking property.
Let's see here.
But the same guy who told me this before has literally told me that, and when I asked another person to look it up, I wasn't excluded. And it was a game, it was a joke. And so I asked about 50 people on the platform over there if they could look it up on the computer, and they just didn't. And
I don't. So I have an older one. So I don't.
What do you mean older one? Yeah. Well,
so TriMet senses it to.
I'm not excluded, boss. I'm not excluded. From what I understand, I'm looking it up at the court. I'm talking. I'm like got it in my calendar.
So
you know.
TriMet has their exclusion list that they do.
I don't know what that is, but I'm a transit-dependent individual. I do know that.
What you were just asking about, if you're trespassed off.
Yeah, and I want to know if I'm on that.
They have a list.
Yeah.
They send it to us, but they don't send it to us every day.
The last time I talked to Mark, and hey, if it happened today, and no one said anything about it earlier, so something happened over the weekend, and it's the same thing with the same individual. And so I don't know if they're just they're using you, like TriMet's using you as proxies. But hey, look, I'm just trying to film.
So I don't know if you are. You could be. I know it was pending.
Because if that's the case, yeah, there's like there's like you.
The most recent list I have is from October 5th, so that's over 2 weeks old.
An exclusion from October 5th?
No, the list I have.
Okay.
Excluded people from TriMet.
Well, I've had contact with the court well before then, so.
So I don't have a current list, so I can't tell you for
sure. And nobody over there would look it up, so. Before you arrest me, I just need to be told, hey, you're excluded, and I'll leave. There's no problem about that.
Might be. I don't have a list.
I'm gonna go ahead and figure it out by the end of the night.
I'm trying to look here. I'm trying to look at my emails.
That's I'll let you work then.
Okay.
I see flashing lights over here, so I'll go over there.
I know it was pending.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you get like a ticket. But I'm gonna fight it. I've got court.
You and I talked at Rose Quarter a couple weeks ago.
I just got done speaking with a judge about it, so I as long as I'm not making offensive contact.
So, I'll tell you this.
Yes,
The TriMet exclusions are different from the court system.
Well, from what I understand, the court was pretty much, they have their thing, and then also I've spoken with Mark Polson.
They have both, yes. So
Mark Polson has not only told me that I'm not excluded, but for whatever reason, they don't have records of our phone call conversations either. So I'm FOIAing them.
When did you talk to Mark?
I don't know, but listen,
how long ago it was?
From what I understand, I'm getting things in the court, and man, if I had been excluded, that happened in over the weekend or today or yesterday, and no one spoke with me. And from what I understand, there's a process.
I don't have.
There's here's a ticket.
I don't have the list. I know that
but this guy's been just I don't know what it's doing except
Mark
for just maybe in my opinion he's dismissing his responsibilities of policing powers, and he's acting outside the color of law.
Do you know I don't know who you're talking about though.
I don't know his name. I don't want to know his name.
Okay. All right. So far, if you talk to Mark Polson, since he does,
you just I'll publish the video, but this guy's bullying me, and I'm yapping at TriMet every day.
Right now, I do not know if you're excluded. If Mark says you're not right now, then you should be okay. But I don't have.
Well, I didn't speak to him today or right now. And the last time we spoke, he's like, "Hey, this is the process," and I'm like, "Okay, fine, I'll go through the process because that's the punishment."
I don't have the current list, so I can't tell you 100%.
All right, boss.
Okay.
Thanks,
All right, Eli, have a good night.
Again, and that's crazy. I just want to say, I'm sorry. You don't have a list. I mean, how am I going to know? You know what I mean? It's like, well.
No, I agree. We don't get a list every day from them, unfortunately.
Yeah, and if I'm excluded, just come up and say, you're going to arrest me if I don't leave. And I'm out of there.
Tell you what, when next time I get the list, and if I see you, I'll let you know if you are or not.
Amen. Okay? And again, even if, just say, I'll arrest you and then I'll leave.
Okay. Sounds good, Eli.
Thank you.